Welcome back to Whiplash with Reina. I'm here with Johnathon. He is the mind behind the Valley Vinyl Music Festival here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. How are you today?
I'm feeling great.
That's good.
Thank you for letting me be a part of your show.
Thank you for agreeing.
Yeah.
It's very much appreciated. So I obviously want to talk about Valley Vinyl Festival. I want everybody to learn about this, but honestly, I'm also very interested, which is why I started this to begin with. But what was the process of putting Valley Vinyl Fest into full swing?
Yeah, so Valley Vinyl was a long haul. It was like 2 years of decision making, planning, and processing. It took a lot of heart and determination to complete the project. There was many times where I wanted to give up entirely on it, but I'm so thankful I followed through, and I already know next year's going to be bigger and better.
Very excited for
Yeah, it's
next
going to be
year.
really sick.
It's pretty crazy because did really well
Yeah.
this first time.
The only thing I wish I would have done differently was just push it back until September and just kind of milked it a little more and have more
Mhm.
people. I think what really makes my festival special compared to like other places is that it's in the middle of Oshkosh, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to like bring back events to our community because Oshkosh really hasn't had anything that's like that before.
Right. I feel like Oshkosh kind of is building a pretty like decent community. Like I feel like there is a lot more here
Mhm.
now in a sense, but I feel like this is a good like up and coming
Mhm.
kind of area in certain ways when it comes to like certain things. 'Cause we
And I don't
also
know
have the
if you know
campus
this,
here.
but it's supposed to be actually Oshkosh is supposed to be known as like the event city. So
No, it is not.
yes,
That's
that's what we're
crazy.
trademarked as. That's why there's
What?
like Kusa was here and Rock USA and now Crossroads and all these other events that usually come here like Life
Okay.
Fest. And I think Oshkosh definitely has a big market because it's kind of like in the middle of like both Green Bay, Milwaukee, Chicago, Minneapolis, so it could have a pull for majority. And I think
Sure.
Wisconsin's super slept on. I really think Wisconsin's like the next state to blow up, like how Texas has, and Colorado a little bit in a sense
Mhm.
has. I think Wisconsin's like the next state to really go and take over.
Yeah, because we are kind of just in like the middle of nowhere in a
Mhm.
sense. But yeah, you're right. There is
We're
a
not
lot of
far.
opportunity. I
Yeah.
feel like, especially depending on where you are, because
Mhm.
we have a lot of big areas. Like you're saying, like Oshkosh Bagosh was like a thing. You know, what I mean, I'm pretty sure it is still a thing, but I
And
didn't know.
EAA, I mean,
Yay!
yeah, that's really,
Oh my god.
that's a big one.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
People from all over the fucking world come here for that.
Seriously.
Well, I guess this is you kind of already touched on this, but how long approximately did it take you to fully make this dream of yours become like a reality? When was the moment where you're like, whoa, like this is actually happening? It's becoming a whole thing, like fully.
Yeah, so I mean, my entire life I've been going to concerts. I think I started when I was like 14 when I saw Jack White at the rave.
Yes.
And then I continued to go there. I've probably been to like at least 700 concerts in my lifetime, which is crazy.
No way.
Yeah. And, I've always loved events and concerts. And I've always thought about ways when I go to festivals, like, how could this be better? How could they have done things differently in order to like bring together community in a sense? And, yeah, it was like 2021, 22, where I was like thinking to myself, like, man, I really don't know what I'm going to do with my life. Like, I know, like, I want to do something in music. And I still create music a lot of times,
Mhm.
which I don't know. I haven't dropped anything yet, but it's building. But, I always knew I wanted to do something inside the music space. And I thought to myself, concerts are my favorite thing in the world. It's the only thing that actually makes me feel alive. I really want to do this. So, I decided to do the festival. And then after I started building it, making the business plan, following through, it was just a matter of like, okay, what's next? And convincing the city, and then the city got on board. I was like, whoa, that's when it's really started to like pick up a little bit. And then, talking to these artist management, figuring out, that was like the last thing I did too, was talk to the artists. I figured everything out logistically before that. And then the last thing I started to do was talk to the artists. And that was like the hardest thing because they're like, oh, you have no proof of concept. You're in Oshkosh, which is no one's done a show in Oshkosh. They're like, we go to Milwaukee, Madison. Yeah, we don't really do anything north of that. So it's really cool. I was sick of driving to Milwaukee and Madison and Chicago to go to shows. So like I really wanted to bring something here.
Yeah. I again was behind the scenes in a lot of sense. Like I know you from my day-to-day job. And so I kind of knew when this was like, I knew you were doing this, but it was really kind of cool to see all of it coming together. And I think it's inspirational personally. Also, let's also ask, because I fucking forgot, how old are you, Johnathon, if you don't mind sharing?
Undisclosed. Just kidding. It's 24. I'm 24.
24, running your own festival, your own business. That's impressive. And you were kind of talking about the artists. That leads into like my next question. What was the process of getting the artists on board with you? Like you were kind of saying there that they were like a little hesitant in certain ways, just location wise, and like this is your first time doing this. But how was it getting them on board with the vision that you had?
Mm. A lot of it was just talking to them about the festival, getting in contact with the right people. Some of them were, I mean, some of the negotiations that I had with a lot of artists that weren't there this year, it just kind of like fell through a little bit. They didn't see the vision. They didn't see like that I'm ready to go all in on this dream and like really
Mm-hmm.
make it like a beautiful experience, which by the way, it was amazing. I have to say, anyone that was actually at the event can say it was amazing. I wanted to create something that was family orientated in a sense where everyone views each other as brothers and sisters. And while we were there, like I swear to God, everyone was family. And anyone that was actually at my event can attest to that. That it was truly just a moment of just straight love and energy all brought together. It was perfect. But yeah, convincing the artist to come on board. I mean, it was really getting my headliner first was probably the first step. So it was communicating with Ski's team. I flew out in August last year to go to New York and meet Ski and go to his show and everything. I didn't get to meet him that night because they cut his set short and he got really pissed off. And then I was backstage and he was just angry. I was like, I don't know if fuck it. But then
That's like the coolest sentence I've ever heard. Like, what? I was there in New York. And
we
flew
were
out to visit
chilling. We were
you.
chilling.
That's
And then
literally the coolest thing.
yeah, I think we closed the deal this last November, and after that, it was kind of like pretty. It was pretty slight to be like, oh, I'm having Ski Mask come here, like come hop on the lineup, come hop on the lineup. So then, it's just convincing all these other artists that I truly believe in. I mean, like Che has really blown up since my festival, and he's like now like this major up and coming artist, and
Yeah.
I mean, respect to all of them. All of them since my festival have dropped albums and have gone up since then. So it's really cool to like see, you know, all the underground artists that I brought to Oshkosh. Like it's wild.
That is really freaking
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome. I like that. That's just even crazy to think about. It's inspirational because I'm also 24. And so, like, it's just something to look up to. And I'm really grateful to have you on here. So it's really nice, like, pick your brain a little bit. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
I think we're all meant to like do something great while we're here. So it's just a matter of identifying like what your skill set is or what your dream is. Because like I truly think if you can visualize anything in your own like actual mind's eye, that you can truly bring that into fruition.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good way of thinking. What would you do differently next time?
I kind of touched on it briefly, but I think it's just give myself more time to promote.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a lot of people didn't think the lineup was real because like it was so goaded. No
Mm.
offense, I'm not trying to like talk shit or anything, but like it was like really crazy for like a first time event to have like the artists that I did have. So, I didn't like. I think that's the only thing is more time, more marketing, and having getting the word out. Because even after the festival, a lot of like posts that people were posting on TikTok and stuff, like people were commenting, "Oh, I didn't even know like this was happening until after the event. It's so crazy to see all these artists in some random park in Oshkosh." Yeah, I think that's the only thing I would change about it. Otherwise, the event, I seriously mean this. 10 out of 10, amazing. We raised so much. We raised like $9,000 for charity, had a bunch of
Oh,
people there. All small businesses were a part of it. So,
oh wow.
it's really cool. Shout out Pete's Garage and Fat Mamas. So we
Heck
love them.
yeah. That's awesome. What would you say that the future of Valley Vinyl Fest looks like?
Yeah, Valley Vinyl Music Festival. I mean, it's gonna be major. Within the next 5 years, I plan to have it scaled majorly. I don't want to give out too many details on like the dream and vision, but it's gonna be like think like Burning Man meets Rolling Loud meets EDC. So that's like the dreams to like to have like within 6 years, like a mass collage of all three of those together. And yeah, we can cut this part out. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's really crazy though.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But that's the goal. That's the dream. The dream is to bring a bunch of people together and really have some amazing artists on the lineup.
Okay.
We already got pretty regionally known inside the U.S. and like inside Midwest, really,
Yeah.
especially in Wisconsin too. So, the next step is just to keep building the brand and keep building up further and further, and then until we're like nationally recognized and people from around the world are flying in.
I literally everyone like also like the college, and we kind of talked on this in another interview that I did, but campus is literally here too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like a lot of people that I know, even like seeing all their Snapchat stories and things, people were there.
Yeah.
Like it was popping. Like
Yeah.
some people I knew were just there, and I was like, oh, that's like really crazy. And it was really cool to see it all like come to life. And it was really crazy. I'm excited for you.
I'm really excited about this next year, though. I mean, the lineup that I'm having planned, it'll really be super diverse. This year, people were talking about how, oh, all these artists and everything, like, there's already such a diverse lineup. Like, who even created, like, cultivated such a crazy lineup? But, like, this next year, if they thought this last time was crazy, like, this next lineup is insanely diverse, multiple different genres all coming together, but it's like the peak of peak, so it's going to be really special. I'm really excited about it.
That's exciting. That kind of leads into my next question, actually. If you can disclose, when are we getting a part 2?
Part 2 is going to be September next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like endish of September.
That gives you guys something to look forward to. Literally look into it, because it was pretty crazy.
It's gonna be amazing. Next year it's gonna be extremely beautiful, sold out Leech Amphitheater. I'm gonna hopefully have it announced by like February, March. We had it announced March 4th this year, so
That's
really
crazy.
excited and looking forward. So yeah, but like I said, like we announced it like March 4th and then had it May 10th, so it kind of was like super soon. So I'm excited to like have it announced and then have like 7 months of prep. And you know, I go to so many festivals. I went to like Lala, Summer Smash, and Burning Man this year, and next year I plan to go to like Lost Lands and all different festivals too.
Mm-hmm.
And I plan to like really tell every single human that I interact with in my daily life about it. So
yeah,
that's how I did this festival too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny too, because I'm also somebody who goes to concerts pretty heavy. Festivals I'm still like kind of dipping into. I really want to go to a metal festival so bad.
Yeah.
Talk about Whiplash. We're about to get some fucking whiplash at that bitch.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready for it. But like even when like Louder Than Life Fest happened, that's a metal fest, I didn't go. But I literally, if I had planned it better and had the funds for it, there's people that will fly to places and book a hotel for a festival. So I don't think it's far, like, out of reach at all.
You're saying like to attend one, or
yeah. I feel like it's if people on the internet like, oh, I didn't know this was happening, like blah 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 blah. Like now you announcing it when you are and giving it until September, giving it that time, that gives people time to save if they wanted to and fly in, because people do that.
Yeah,
well, I am people.
50% of our attendees were already from out of state. So we have people flying from like Texas and Atlanta and New York and Florida and California. It was pretty crazy that like people like flew all the way in, you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're already almost there.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. We're planting seeds every day. So that's awesome. The plan.
Okay. I have another interesting question. I personally want to know what would your like dream lineup look like for VV in the future? Like just crazy, out of pocket, like cool.
Are we talking dead or alive?
Ooh, we could do both if we
could
really
do
wanted
both.
to. And then you also have to think of like your dream headliner, dead or alive. It doesn't matter.
Dream headliner, dead or alive, would probably be like X. Or like I feel like Beethoven would be hard. Like having like Beethoven headline my festival, like that'd be pretty fucking crazy. But
that would be crazy.
I mean, shit, like alive people, like definitely. I mean, Mr. Sosa, Chief Keef from Chicago, like that's like a dream for sure. But otherwise, I mean, like end goal, like you know, we're talking like the Kendrick,
my gosh,
Playboy Cardi, you know, someone Travis Scott, someone along those lines, like having someone like in the electronic field, like Aphex Twin, someone along those lines, Skrillex. I would love to have like, you know, like it was crazy just this year alone. I mean, I had one of my favorite rappers of all time, Ski Mask, at my festival, and you know, growing up watching him grow with X and Juice and blowing up and everything, like it was. I mean, when I met him in the hotel the day before, you know, we kicked at the hotel and then we went to Pete's Garage and got some food and drank a little bit. It was just unreal to me that like I was like literally hanging out with someone that like I love their music, you know. So I don't know. It's just constantly living in the dream. Dream lineup though, definitely Beethoven. I think that's definitely it's definitely where it's at.
That is just go like you're just going
Mosh
fucking
pit,
hard.
mosh pit,
I could see it.
Beethoven,
I would absolutely
hard
love
techno,
that.
Beethoven Mozart remix. That'd be amazing. I did the U-Haul event afterwards, which was crazy. You know, I rented the U-Haul
How
and did
was
like
that?
it
I think I
was it
asked you
was
about it, but I
sick.
can't remember.
Yeah, no, I just did like a random pop-up in like the Walmart parking lot. There was like 30 people that showed up and like went crazy with me for like an hour and a half in Walmart at like 10 o'clock at night. And like we just listened to hard techno and rap for like an hour and a half and I DJ'd.
Were people like looking like, what the hell is going on?
No, everyone just left us alone. I mean, we kind of just turned up by ourselves in there. I mean, there was like parts. I remember I dropped fuck, it's like one of the songs off Playboi Carti's self-titled album, and the whole entire U-Haul was like shaking, like you could feel the whole entire U-Haul like
Oh, I remember
bouncing
you
up and
telling me
down.
that.
Yeah, it was really dope. It was really sick.
I remember you telling me about that. I could like see like the employees coming out like, what the hell are you doing
Yeah,
out here?
I'd be
It's a
like,
good
come
thing they
join,
didn't.
free
Literally.
event.
And they probably would.
Yeah,
Because they're usually pretty chill, I think.
yeah. I turned the comments off on like when I posted about it on Instagram. I turned the comments off because I knew there'd be like someone that's not a dreamer and would be like, "Yo, this is gonna get shut down," and guess what? It didn't. So yeah,
Yes.
we did
I
it.
love that for
And I mean, so
you.
many people are afraid to chase their dreams. You know, like I got scared a little bit when I was doing my festival. You know, and I almost didn't do it at one point because of like some traumatic stuff that was happening in my life back in October. And like, you know, I'm really happy I followed through because like shit, I did something that like, you know, I would say at that scale like 99% of the world will probably never do, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing how you had like a vision, and no matter what, like it really isn't about like it's not the right time, it's not the right time, I'll wait for this, I'll wait for that. In those situations, you just have to kind of do it.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you won't do it. Like I've learned that just like seeing things in general, like you just kind of have to grab it and go for it,
Yeah.
and it really works out for people. I
And you have
feel
to
like
take the
it worked out.
steps. You have to take the
Yeah,
steps every day.
I
But
feel like it
definitely
worked out
making
great
a
for you.
plan and following through and like seeing it in your eye. Like I truly believe if you can see it with your eye, like you can accomplish that. Like if I see my eye all the time, like, oh, I'm backpacking in Europe right now. Like that's how I feel. And if I can get that feeling, then I know I can bring that feeling into the world because it's
Yeah.
already here with us.
2 years from now, you'll be backpacking in Europe and you'll
Oh
look back at this. You're
shit.
like, yeah,
I'm at
I manifested
Tomorrowland.
that.
Yeah, what's up? I'm at Tomorrowland.
Well, talking a little bit more about you personally,
Hmm.
if you don't mind me asking, what other hobbies do you have like outside of like your whole festival?
I mean, besides the festival, I love music. Like that's my main thing is
Sure.
music.
Yeah, you touched on that a little. You make your own music?
Yeah, shout out Ableton. It's a DAW. I love making music. I play guitar, a little bit of piano, a
Okay.
little bit of
Oh my
drums.
God.
I'm
That's
not that good at
cool.
bass, but I play a little bit of bass, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I grew up playing guitar. I was like probably 6 when I started, and I played in this jazz band for about like 6 years. We played funk music and like Frank Zappa and a bunch of other stuff, and Marvin Gaye and Stevie. So you know, it's cool, you know. And then I was in a rap group when I was a senior in high school, so shout out rapping. And then my homie Ryan, he went to the Marines, so that kind of like fell through a little bit. Shout out Ryan, I love him. And then
Shout out
yeah, and
Ryan.
then I always know I wanted to do something in music, so that's all I've
Yeah.
been doing lately is just producing music and planning the next year for the festival.
Yeah.
Shout out Walmart. Walmart, come sponsor me. I already did an event in your parking lot. Come sponsor our next event. It's gonna be amazing.
I didn't know any of those things about you. This is so interesting. I'm having the absolute most best fun ever.
Beautiful.
What would you say is something that inspires you most? Like it doesn't have to be music wise. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like it could just be in general.
I think it's just life. You know, I go outside and I look at like a tree and I'm like, holy shit, like this thing's just as real as I am. And like I touch it and I'm like, yo, pause for a second. But like I'm so dead ass though. I go outside, I look at the sky, I'm like, holy shit, this shit's real. And
Yeah,
like, you know,
I get it. I get it.
no, like I'm so serious. So like every day we take this shit for granted. Like we really are like just energy inside these monkey bodies. Like I'm really like this is unreal to me that like I actually can be the true self that I really am. Like I truly believe that we all have a true self that gets like downloaded into this, and it's about rediscovery and finding your real self and living truly to yourself and like finding out whatever mission that like the higher being has for us to complete on this earth. Some people call it God, some people call it, you know, the connection, the all being it, which I truly believe in it. But
Yeah.
you know, that's like the most inspiring thing to me is that this actually does exist, and like there's like to me, I, trying to find purpose in the nothing, like that's what I really care about.
Dude, that was deep. I agree with you because I feel like I agree. Because I feel like we do have like bigger purposes here, and like the way that like this can kind of get off topic, but the way that like life is supposed to be ran, like you're working freaking 40-hour weeks, you're spending time with people that you're forced to work with, kind of thing. Like you don't actually take advantage of being here. Like you never know what is going to happen
You
to you
gotta take
tomorrow.
risks. You gotta take
You
risks,
never know. And
and you
so it's
gotta
like,
dream. I think that's like my
yeah.
number one thing too. Is like, unfortunately, a lot of people like I don't know, the way that the system's set up is like it kind of prevents a lot of people from actually like dreaming about like what they want to do, or like thinking that they can't accomplish what they want to accomplish. So it's just a matter of like actually following through. Like there's like like all the time throughout history, there's always been like one dreamer that really like changed like all of history. So it's just a matter of like, what do you want to do in your life?
And you're,
Don't be
yeah.
normie.
And you're helping, I feel like you're helping other people be seen in that sense as well. Like as if you go on like with your music and you decide what you want to do with that as well. Like I'm someone who's very driven by music. It's been the only thing that's solidly been there my entire existence so
I
far.
love it.
It's like
It's
everything. And
healing.
so it is. And
Hmm.
it's really comforting because when you
Expressive.
feel like you have nothing,
Hmm.
you have something.
Right.
And so it's
I
just
think deeper than
powerful.
just even music, though, is just our everyday lives. Like, we really impact the people that are around us,
Mm-hmm.
and building community starts with the individual. So it's a matter of going outside and really like being the loving person that you can be, because you never know what someone's going through in their life or anything. Like, it's really important to me that people understand that like there is a purpose to live in, and that like every single person has a purpose in this world, because like
Mm-hmm.
we're meant to experience whatever this is. And it's not always rainbows in this world, and sometimes it is a lot of pain and suffering. So you just gotta like experience it, because that's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. It's meant to be experienced.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot to that, though. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
talking about music. Who would you say that your favorite musician or band or group would be right now?
Right now,
Right now.
I mean, like, you're not gonna know who this person is. My favorite rapper right now is probably like Mexico Dro. Um, and shout out Icy Twat. It still probably is Icy Twat. He's up there. I love him.
Hmm.
My bro. Got to. He was at my festival, so it was really
Yeah,
cool
I
to have
remember
one of my
that.
favorite artists at my festival. It was really funny actually having to speak at city council and stuff, and being like, I had to talk to them and be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna have infamous rapper Icy Twat at my festival," and they had to approve it. It's funny, like they all like they every time I bring up Icy Twat, like all the city would like these city council like old white people would laugh about it. So it's funny. Yeah.
I see
We
too.
love Icy Twat. But otherwise than that, I mean, like big artists that I listen to. I mean, like, depends. I have like 11,000 songs on my Spotify, so I listen to a lot of music every single day, whether it's from EDM to like rap to rock to just instrumental stuff. I've been listening
Hmm.
to yeah, I don't know, a lot of crazy stuff. I love Mac DeMarco. I was listening to Mac Miller while I was working out today.
Hmm.
I got to see him twice, so that was cool.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I mean, there's just I love music. I love music.
I agree.
Besides country, that's the only. But old country's good. But new
Like Johnny Cash
country,
kind of
yeah,
vibe,
yeah,
that I can get behind.
yeah,
But like I agree, country music is, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be basic, but and I'm not trying to be one of those people. It's like, oh, I like everything but country is vile.
yeah.
Like I
But
feel like I'm gonna start bleeding out of my nose
I
and
should
my
say
ears and my
I should
eyes.
preference that, but like pop country. Like, I like some rustic stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could kind of get behind like a
yeah,
little bluesy, folky kind of
yeah.
sounding, but
Bluesy
not
stuff's
like,
good.
yeah, but not
Yeah.
like that like tractor
Mm-hmm.
beer
Hell yeah.
blue jean bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that shit. What inspired Valley Vinyl Fest, the name?
Yeah, Valley Vinyl. We're in the Valley, so some people, I posted about Valley Vinyl, and someone commented on like my flyer post, like, "Oh, Oshkosh isn't in the Valley." Like, bro, the Fox River literally runs through our city,
Yeah,
so we're definitely part of the Valley.
we are part of the Valley.
Shout out vinyls. I love my 45s. I love music, so
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. What inspired you to create your own business?
I feel like you know I didn't really go to school or anything like college to
I
like
feel that.
do to do like cultivating concerts or anything like that.
Hmm.
And I feel like if I just reached out to like a random festival and was like, "Yo, hire me. I got the vision. I got the drive." Like, I feel like they wouldn't get back to me. You know, I don't think Coachella's hitting me up and being like, "Yo, let's do this. Let's work together." So, but what was the question? I'm sorry.
The question was, what inspired you to create your own business
Oh,
rather
word.
than working for somebody else?
Word. I think it's really cool to own your own business. It's really the only way to truly A, make money in this world, and B, have total full control over the product that you're delivering. I only deliver high quality products to the family that comes to my festivals. So it's really important to me to like deliver on like you know, I wouldn't provide a festival or concert for anyone that wasn't like my family or best friend. So it's like really like my grandma wanted to get in the mosh pit, you know.
Did she?
So yeah, so you know that should say something about how everyone felt super safe. I mean, like Molly Santana and her team. I mean, they went out and Hard Rock. They went out into the crowd at my festival. So like it's kind of like, and they're just walking around. Like that kind of says how like safe and loving the environment was. I mean, it really felt like family orientated. Like I'm really excited to run this back because there was so much love at the event.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
You
great.
can definitely feel energies,
Mhm.
100%. And I feel like festivals definitely bring a certain energy, and each of them have their own like vibe.
It's always beautiful to share the vibe and like share the vision for what I have. You know, it's like when I go to a festival sometimes, you know, especially Valley, like it was like stepping through a portal and like experiencing like a different type of world, you know.
Yeah.
This world can feel so disconnected. And it's really important that like we start making steps every single day to like reconnect with ourselves, nature, and the people around us.
I agree. To kind of end things on a little fun note, I'm curious as to what your number one song is
Oh
right now
shit.
on Spotify, but it has to be under the repeat.
Okay, bet. Okay, hold on one second. All right, my number one song on repeat right now is "Hype" by Mexico Dro.
Okay.
My second is "End of Summer" by Tame Impala. Shout out Tame Impala, we love him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, can't wait
That
to
is
see him in
good.
Chicago coming up November.
Oh, really?
Yeah, November 3rd.
Oh my god.
Yeah, get your tickets.
I did not even know they were coming.
Yeah, he's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
I love him.
Never seen them.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah, I hope he's at Lala next year. If he's not at Lala next year, that's also a dream artist that I would love to have at my festival if he's still around within 4 or 5 years. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
That you that really would have like a lot of different genre then I feel.
Oh,
Is
just
there
wait till this next lineup because it's
Oh,
really, you know, I'm not gonna say much, but we have a hardcore band coming to the festival next year. You know, we have
hardcore band.
hardcore, very hardcore, very demure. And then we have like trap people and EDM people. It's gonna be really exciting. You know,
Oh my
I'm covering like
gosh.
all the genres. You know, I want it
That's
to be
perfect.
multifaceted.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of that actually. You go to a
Yeah,
festival and it's like has multiple different kinds of
yeah,
people.
yeah.
That'll be fun.
I mean, Lala does that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lala has like EDM, and they'll have like I saw Tsunami at Lala last year, and I
Okay.
saw they're like a really awesome niche hardcore band, and you know they had Rocky there and stuff, so they kind of do it all. And Sabrina Carpenter was there last year too, so it's
Oh
like
yeah, she was there. One
yeah,
of our
there's like
friends
a
saw her there
yeah.
too. That's funny.
Any company that wants to come out and sponsor us, let me know. Hit our DMs. You know, Welch's. We had Welch's and Che at the festival this last year, so I would love any companies to come out and be here. You know, social media. Shout out Meta. You know, you guys need to have live events for the people. You know, disconnections at an all-time high, and unfortunately, I mean, well, fortunately, you know, there's places like me, people like me that are bringing together great opportunities for people to come together. So come be a part of the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out your social media? Be like, follow
Yeah.
me at blah blah blah.
Yeah. If you guys want to see more, follow me at Valley Vinyl Music Festival on Instagram and TikTok.
Perfect.
Yo, thank you for letting me be here. That was
Thanks
awesome.
for coming. Bro. Sorry. That was a reboot. Are we both like kids right now? Thank you for watching this video. Volume 2 of Whiplash with Reina, featuring Johnathon, the mastermind behind the Valley Vinyl Music Festival here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Please like and subscribe this video and follow us on all of our social medias. They'll be popping up everywhere.
And we have Johnathon as well somewhere on here. Follow him.
Yes.
And his festival page.
Yes,
That's where you will
please.
be up to date with everything coming up in the future.
Yes. Hopefully lineup coming soon. And also please look out for our next videos coming soon, hopefully. And
that's all we got.
That's all we got. All right. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.
That was good. We'll figure it. We're doing
Yeah, let's go top down.
top down. Top off.
Classic.
Top off.
How to get views.
You got it. That's how you get that. What is it?
Clickbait
viewers.
Yeah.
Clickbait.
Okay.